by the way, I posted a video today about the good and the bad in the new PvP mode in Final Fantasy XIV and Crystalline Conflict. And I tried to be pretty thorough, just going into everything that I felt like, basically my feedback on the game mode, what's good and what's bad, and trying to bring more attention to the problem of mods and hacks and cheaters that are running rampant right now. And I have a worry that people abusing third-party plugins in PvP to cheat, I feel like this is the issue that will end up bringing down the ban hammer hard. Like, this is what could end up punishing everybody in the mod community. People that are not making mods that are like giving an unfair gameplay advantage. Like, there's plenty of people that make plugins that are harmless and that are just like to help you make cute screenshots. Like, I've talked about this in the video a little bit, but like have various different quality of life improvements to you. Like, for example, right now it's an official feature that just got added where you can see the check mark next to items that you've already collected, like minions and stuff. And there was a plugin already doing that for people. Like, so those kinds of things I think are harmless. And now I'm worried that, and of course we all know about various other kinds of mods that people use. There's like hairstyle mods and things, like different, like hats for Hrothgar mods. And the thing is that in the past, yes, there was still a lot of cheating and hacking going on in PvP. But because the game mode wasn't that popular, I think that there wasn't a big uproar about it. There were just, honestly, PvP was very badly neglected for the vast majority of the game's life. And in fact, time will tell if they will continue to neglect PvP. I don't think they will, because they seem to have heavily invested in it starting in this expansion. But in the past, PvP was very badly neglected. It was very poorly moderated. They pretty much did nothing to stop hackers and cheaters. Like, it's been rough. It's been really rough in that community for a long time. And but maybe they felt like, oh, well, there's not that many people who are doing it, so are we just not gonna... I don't know what they were thinking, honestly. I don't know what they were thinking. But now that it's so popular and everybody's doing it, the new Crystalline Conflict, all eyes are on PvP now. And people, I think, in general too, everybody has been well aware of various plugins that people use to give themselves a gameplay advantage in PvE content, and you can argue about that until the cows come home. But I think in general, most people were like, oh, well, whatever, that's not affecting my personal play, right? And we can debate about that, you know, like but I'm not gonna get into that right now because mostly I'm talking about PvP. But I think now that there's the hacking going on in PvP that very directly negatively impacts another player, I think that there is going to be a lot more complaints and a lot more attention to this problem that could cause Yoshi P to finally take big action against third-party plugins altogether. And I think that's going to suck so much for the community, because we don't know how sweeping those changes could be. I think that there's nothing that could happen, though, that would get Yoshi P to add epic anti-cheat to the game. In the past, Yoshi P said that, like, he said multiple times, like, we, the devs, do not have the rights to see what is on your computer, and I don't think that they want to add that. He has also very categorically stated there is no way they're ever going to add a DPS meter to the game. Like, that's just his personal stance on it. He's like super against ever adding a DPS meter. He has said in live letters in the past that they are like, they would cause toxicity. So I don't think official add-on support would happen, though. I mean, I thought maybe they could just do add-on support, make clear rules about what is allowed and what's not allowed, and then ban people that don't follow those very clear rules that you set out. Or not ban, but like, you know, first suspend, warn, and if they keep doing it, ban. Yeah, we might see a crackdown on third-party programs in general. I really do feel like that's where we're headed. It's either that or... It's either that or these tools are going to get out of control and will just eventually completely destroy the game mode. Like, they need to figure something out. They need to figure out some kind of middle ground, I guess. So, no, I am not going to provide any links to any of I'm not going to name any of the plugins. Like, look, the people who know what I'm talking about already know what plugins I'm talking about. Yoshi's current stance has always been, don't talk about it and you're good. People doing it in PvP means it's gonna be talked about. Yeah. It's gonna be a problem. It's already a problem. It's a growing problem. And the more people that find out that other people are doing that, the more those people are gonna think, oh, well, I better do it because if other people are doing it, then I need the same competitive edge as the other people. And it's just like more and more and more. It just snowballs into this massive avalanche. And I think the entire modding community should be up in arms about this and should be like, I don't know. It sucks because the ambiguity of rules about mods and third-party tools right now makes communication with the devs about this stuff very difficult, because it's hard for someone to you know, get up on a sandbox and say, oh, sandbox is not the word I was looking for. Whatever, box. Get up on a box and say, like, have an open and honest dialogue with the devs about the problems that the mod community has, how it's not all just cheating stuff and blah, 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 you know. But because it's in this weird gray area and nobody wants to get banned or suspended, it's like this communication is severed on that point. In general, though, the devs have a very good soapbox. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot about soap. Yeah. Look, the devs are usually real in tune with the players, and they play the game as well, and it shows. So usually this kind of stuff doesn't have to be explained to them. But I feel like we're really getting in between a rock and a hard place here. Like, it's a very uncomfortable position now. True gamer, forgot about soap. That's how much I've been PvP. He actually, I remember in a previous live letter, Yoshi was like, oh, but would you consider Discord a third-party tool because you use it for voice chat, which the game doesn't have? And I think that was really a stretch. I think that's a real stretch. Okay? Like, you know Yoshi P, and we know what kind of tools and plugins are the issue. Yeah. This was back in, I think, 2020, I want to say. I quoted it in my video. Like, I tracked down which live letter it was, and I quoted him in my video I posted today. Last time that he talked to the community directly, asking nicely, please don't use cheating plugins. Well, actually, at the time, he was saying don't use lewd mods. But he was also talking about people who were abusing third-party tools to get an edge in ultimate fights as well. So, I'm hearing word right now that there's like speed hacking going on in PvP. There's like so many different cheats happening in PvP right now, and I feel like another one of these discussions is coming up very soon. But at that time, the last time he addressed the community about it, he said, as I said before, we cannot look at what you have installed on your computer. We don't have that right. So please, pretty please, with sugar on top, can you not use the lewd mods, and can you not use the cheating plugins too, please. That's how that went. So you can imagine how effective that was. I mean, you can see with your own eyes. I don't know. He really wants to be nice. He doesn't want to massively upend or change the way that the game works and like the sort of weird balance that we've established. But I feel like that balance has been thrown off now because of the PvP issue that directly impacts other players in a very negative way. It's always some people that gotta ruin it for everybody. Yes, exactly. They removed the rewards for the PvP top 100 ranks, so the cheating is semi-pointless now. Look, people will do it just to get to the #1 spot. People will do it just to climb because they're lazy. People will do it, and like there's a million different reasons why somebody would feel like they would make the decision to endanger their account and do that. I don't know. But they're gonna find a way to cheat. Like if there's a way to do it, people are gonna find the way. But all I'm saying is basically the ambiguity of rules about mods and third-party tools, I feel like is about to cause some real problems for our game. Either by damaging PvP with rampant cheating, or by them having to actually be more strict about these kinds of stuff. And both of those situations sounds really bad. I hope that they can find a solution that can work for everybody. But yeah, its trade up sucks. Win trading at the top of Crystal is already a thing. Yeah, the win trading is very difficult to report too, because you can't tell if somebody is just being really bad or if they are throwing. Like, unless they get 9 other friends and they all join together at the Crack of Dawn so that they all get into the same match, then I could see that happening. And they don't have to worry about anybody reporting or whatnot. Anyway, these are problems that I really hope that they do address, because in the past, like I said, they haven't been moderating PvP very well, and this must change if this game mode will survive, because I'm so happy to see how well received Crystal and Conflict has been, and I would really be upset if they just abandon it and they don't moderate it and they just let it just be destroyed by this kind of bullshit. It doesn't deserve that. I don't know. They have to maintain it and keep it healthy. People cheated for firmament restoration. People cheat no matter what. It sucks. That is so true. Strawberry Retox. Yes. I don't want all of the people who are innocent and I think involved in very innocent mods that improve people's quality of life. I do not want these people to end up suffering the consequences because of some people that are using blatant cheats. That would suck really, really bad. It would suck so much.